Good evening and welcome to the season premiere of Football Friday Night. I'm Jason Geiser and he's John Rawlings, filling in for a honeymooning Eddie Kilroy.
Eddie's is a new marriage, but we begin this season with a pair of state powers whose relationship goes way back. Coldwater and Kenton square off for the 32nd time in the 16th straight year as the season opener.
Both squads feature new players in key positions after continued success a year ago. Coldwater, of course, the three-time defending Division V state champ. The Wildcats, though, made it to the D4 state semis last fall. Good matchup, right? Well, let's see. We're off to Cavalier Stadium where the Cavs kick off the 10th anniversary season of their first state title. They've won 5 in that span and played in 8 finals. For the Cavs, Chris Petey Post setting things up with the run, picking up the first down. Josh Hemmelgarn playing quarterback this year. Of course, he's gotten a little action at that position when Brody was hurt last year. He hits Kyle McKibben. Coldwater gets their first touchdown in the 2015 season. They're up 7-0. Now Craig Shanehair putting the power behind this run. Oh, slipping out of that tackle into the end zone. Cavs up 14-0. Then it's Hemmelgarn to Post. He gets the first down. He's not going to stop with the first down, though. Out to the sideline, over one last defender before being drugged down. That sets up this. Post taking it the rest of the way for Coldwater's 3rd touchdown. They win big. 42-0. Of course, the Mighty Mac boasts 3 defending state champs entering this fall. In Minster tonight, the D6 title winners kick off with their traditional opener. That would be against Fort Loramie. The Cats hold a 6-4 edge in the series, which dates back to the start of the Skins program in '05. Oh, this one got out of hand fast. They're up 41-0 at half. Thanks to defensive plays like that. Reed Frick dropping the running back for a loss. Loramie wants to find that zone tonight. Daniel Burning to Jake Ward for the first down, and then it's Burning hitting Drew Wehrman for the touchdown. This is all garbage time action, though. The Cats were in control. Minster wins big 41-7.
In our final state champion out of the MAC, it's the 4-peat champs Marion Local. This matchup against Macomb has history. Back in 2012, the Flyers, fresh off their first state title, met Macomb in the state semis. The game was a triple OT thriller that ended with the Flyers on top. Dwayne Luger starts this off for us. Marion Local Field Journal takes it in for 6. No good extra point, score 6-0. Macomb battling with the Flyers. Malachi Abbott searching, but he's picked off by Joe Wubaker. Later on, Malachi Abbott forgetting his INT from earlier, finding Dakota Bowling downtown. Receiver makes an adjustment, comes back, down at the 1-yard line. So close. That's what teammates are for. Come in, Bryce Markle finishing the drive. He picks up 6 for the Panthers. At that point, 7-12 Marion Local. The Flyers go on to win 24-22. Welcome back. Finley hosting Anthony Wayne tonight. It looks like we got a little action going on there. Start of the 3rd quarter. Finley's already way out in front. Emmanuel Mogaloo had himself a day. Shovels his feet to break through the traffic, and it's lights out. Look at the speed up the left sideline. That's a 57-yard touchdown. Puts the Trojans up 33 in the 4th. Deion Stinson can do some running of his own. The Bruiser showing great vision as he cuts it back across the field for a nice gain and a first down. Finally, quarterback Trey Miller getting it on the ground. He turns the corner on the designed run for the score. Finley with an enormous victory, 41-0.
Let's dip back into the MAC country now for the start of a new era in New Bremen. Head coach Chris Schmidt and the Cards trying to snap a 24-game losing skid, hosting a Bradford squad. They couldn't field a team last year. Just over 5 minutes left when we get to this one. Cards up 21-0, and they're putting the finishing touches on it. Brandon Heitkamp drops the running back behind the line of scrimmage. New Bremen does hold on for a 21-0 win. Their first win in 25 games, counting tonight. So good to see the Cardinals get off the schneid. Elsewhere this evening, great game in Anna with Arlington escaping with a 17-14 overtime win. Salina falls at Versailles 28-7. Crestview blanks Parkway 12-0. Fort Recovery also pitches a shutout, 36-0 over Lehman Catholic. St. Henry's 1-0, 27-3 winners against Covington.
St. Mary's is victorious in Sydney, 40-28. Van Wert blows out Bryan, 42-14. Perry loses at Troy Christian, 49-0. Hilltop beats Waynesfield Goshen, 21-14.
Ridgemont's a home for Van Loo, 43-12. Riverside goes on the road and beats Arcanum, 20-7. Patrick Henry is 15 better than Edgerton, 36-21. Wayne Trace wins the cross-county rivalry game over Paulding, 56-7.
Riverdale loses at home to Cary, 48-14. Arcadia comes up 20 short at Lakota, 32-12. Indian Lake blows past Triad, 41-0. And Ben Logan wins for the CBC as well, 60-27 at Fairbanks.